down, and I think it was Wyndham who was trying to reset on the left side, was not completely still as the ball was snapped.
Dead ball. Delay a game.
Nope. 25-second clock had run out. Second down at 15. Hodgson, near sideline, incomplete, looking for Lee, and a marker will go down as pass interference will be called. Derek Ritchie came up and put his arms around him as he was trying to make the reception.
I'm not sure that this either is pass interference. I don't know that this ball could have been caught or that it wasn't by him. He was backing up. I would give him pass interference at this point, but to me that's a questionable call.
Well, Kevin, for LSU, they get a week off, and then take on Florida State, and as you said, 2 weeks from tonight, we'll have that ball game right here on ESPN. Now, what do you think that Don James and the Washington Huskies are thinking watching this ball game up in the Great Northwest tonight? Because a week from today, Texas A&M will travel up to Seattle to take on the Huskies.
If I'm on the defensive line for the Huskies, I'm going to eat my Wheaties, a lot of them.
All-out blitz. Pass over the middle, incomplete. It's Kenshin, the intended receiver. Oh, some new coaches started out this season. Along with that gentleman, Goff, Gibbs, Erickson, and Slocum. He's got a win today. Slocum is about to get his first win. And, of course, Goff and Erickson start next week.
I'd hate to be Dennis Erickson. Dennis Erickson's got the toughest job in the world. That's a team that loses practically never.
Blitz, Hodgson's pass overthrown. Coming out to the end of our game, it's college football scoreboard. Bob Carpenter, Vito Cook, and Lee Corso standing by, and they will wrap up the first weekend of the 1989 college football season. As the clock shows 1:33 to play on this one, Texas A&M about to record their first win for R.C. Slocum as they lead it 28-10.
I think we should say something about defensive coordinator Bob Davie of A&M, who took over for RC. Did a remarkable job tonight.
He really has. Hodgson looking for the near sideline. Kenshin again, the intended receiver. Boy, Derek Ritchie and Kenshin have been having quite a workout on the near sideline. Here's Bob Davie just to the left of R.C. Slocum.
I asked him what he learned from RC. He said he learned how to be a better person. Not to panic.
That's right.
Not to panic. And he didn't.
You know, since the touchdown pass to Willie Williams, Hodgson is now 2 of 10 with 1 interception for 12 yards. Timeout has been called by Texas A&M on this 4th down play. Well, tonight's Visa players of the game are from LSU, Tony Moss. And from Texas A&M, Robert Wilson. As part of their continuing development of amateur athletics, Visa is proud to donate $1,000 to each of these universities and also $1,000 to the U.S. Olympic team. Numbers on Moss tonight, 7 catches for 15 yards, and for Wilson, 15 carries, 121 yards and 1 touchdown. As you look at the core, one of the great advantages in having two backs like Wilson and Lewis. You try to cover up one guy, and obviously Lewis is always going to garner a lot of attention. Wilson, I'm sure, has turned some heads tonight, if he didn't already last year. And McAfee as well. But you got to keep an eye. You can't just go against an A&M tailback. You got to cover the fullback on this ball club.
Well, tailbacks. You consider we didn't see Randy Simmons, Ron. I think that's another thing you have to understand. That Horton was moved to defense, ran back a touchdown for 90-plus yards. And then you have Randy Simmons, who didn't play, McAfee, Wilson, and Lewis. And that's the running backs. And you're right, and we didn't even get a chance to see the whole load. And there's the guy that maybe made the difference, Pavlik, number 12.
You mentioned Randy Simmons down to 210 pounds since the spring. Dropped off 27 pounds. Fourth down. Hodgson. That's Halliburton over the middle, and he will score. Up the near sideline as Halliburton came out of the left side of the formation for the touchdown for the LSU Tigers.
This is that same play we diagrammed for you a little earlier. It's a strong set to the left of your screen. It's an automatic blitz. See the corner, Washington? Well, that's his responsibility. It's automatic. He goes, they flip it to the tight end, and Halliburton runs it in. It was there all night. LSU saved it.
Mickey Washington, who vacated that position on that side of the field. And I guess I'd say right there is, we'll give you this one. Two-point try, sack, guess by who? Aaron Wallace, good heavens. You start looking around and wondering if they have more than one number 23 in the roster.
Well, again, that was Packnet. And Packnet, there's no way, Ron. I mean, he's just not capable of stopping this guy. He is the fastest linebacker ever to play here, and consider that. Johnny Holland and some of these guys right side of your screen just beat. He ran around him. You're looking at a track meet here. This is not football.
That also was number 88, Terry Price, the senior out of Plano, after Wallace had made the sack, but Price was in the vicinity. So 28-16 on the missed two-point conversion by LSU. And we still have 1:21. Well, those are the times we talked about that the NFL scouts took.
Those are wide receiver times. And those are quick wide. Steve Largent of Seattle, forget it. We couldn't come close to that. That's flat-out speed. What Wallace needs to work on is the run. He has to be able to play the run and be able to play a little tough inside to be a complete linebacker. And he comes up a little bit short there, but he has his entire senior season, and he's a guy that's been hitting the weights and working out a little harder and gained a lot of weight. I wonder if we asked him how good Aaron Wallace is, what he would say.
I'm sure Tommy would give credit where credit is due. And he saw a lot of number 23 tonight.
Better said he didn't see any of them. He hit him in the back about 8 times.
They looked at him after he got up, though. Long and hard. The onside kick attempt, the high bounce, is going to be tipped in the air, still scrambling for it inside the 50-yard line. And Texas A&M has recovered the ball.
Oh, that was a heck of an onside kick.
ESPN's College Football Saturday continues next week with another strong lineup. At 11:30 a.m., it's College Game Day, the most entertaining and comprehensive show in college football. Then at 12:30, it's Fred Akers Purdue Boilermakers hosting the Miami of Ohio Redskins. Then at 7:30, 12th-ranked Clemson travels to Tallahassee to take on the Florida State Seminoles. Victor Jones in the ball game on the carry. Clemson won their ball game today 30-0. They defeated one AA champion Furman.
Now, one of the great guys in college football right there, Mike Archer.
2 years ago, right here in this stadium, it was Mike Archer who came away with his first collegiate victory as a head coach. Tonight, the man across the field from him, R.C. Slocum, will accept this one very proudly. James Marcus again. And the crowd now knowing that if the clock up, they're going to have to run one more play, it would appear. There they whistle in the 25 in the game clock, so they have to run one more. Randy Simmons has checked into the ball game out of McKinney, Texas. A sophomore, one of the most sought-after running backs in the state of Texas in a long time. Simmons gets the carry. Goes for 4 or 5 and listen to the crowd. R.C. Slocum and the Texas Aggies, as he gets a hug from his assistant coaches, have just upset the number 7 ranked team in the nation, the LSU Tigers, 28-16. Kevin Kiley, final comment from you.
Well, it's a tough night for me because these two programs really treat us well. They're great people. Mike Archer and his staff, whenever we come to Baton Rouge, they're fantastic people. And A&M is one of the great places to do a college football game in the country. And when they begin, you have trouble even thinking one of these teams is going to lose. RC's a great guy. Congratulations. And I know Mike Archer and the LSU Tigers will be back. They were just outplayed tonight by a very emotional and well-prepared A&M team.
Well, 1 week from tonight, we will take a look at Clemson and Florida State. 2 weeks tonight, we'll see the Tigers again. That game against Florida State. 28-16, the Aggies win it. And now we take you back to Bristol, Connecticut. And here is Bob Carpenter. Bobby.
All right, Ron, thank you very much. Me and my RC is what Kevin Kiley called it earlier this evening. What a tremendous debut for the new head coach of the Aggies with an emotional